Welcome back to Newton Hall, Blackpool for the Co-operative Funeralcare International Open. The first match between Nick Brett and Greg Harlow is about to get underway, so let's join our MC, Richard Maddison, to greet the players, and then your commentators will be Andy Thompson and Charlie Broom.
Thank you very much. And let's bring your players on, ladies and gentlemen. Reigning Co-operative Funeralcare Scottish International Open champion, former World Indoor champion, world ranked at number 10, it is England's Greg Harlow. And up against Greg, ladies and gentlemen, he's this event's defending champion, reigning world indoor champion, world ranked at number 1. It is Nick Brett.
Hello everybody, good afternoon, welcome to Newton Hall, and those regular Bowls viewers who are perhaps expecting to hear the Irish tones of David Corkill. Sadly, David's father passed away a couple of days ago and so cannot be here, but our thoughts are with him and his family at this time. So it's up to me and Andy Thompson, the England team captain, to take you through this penultimate match on day 4, and it's between the world number 10 Greg Harlow here and the world number 1 Nicky Brett, who met at this stage last year, which Brett won 8-5, 6-6. Andy, your thoughts on this one?
Extremely tight. Both players playing really well. Nick Brett perhaps slightly favourite, however Greg's been playing well. He's having a great season, so this is so hard to call. I'm used to Corkill sitting on the fence. Corkill's used to that. I'm going to sit on the fence once again, and I would also like to say on behalf of myself and all the players, Corky, our thoughts are with you and all the very best. Look forward to seeing you next week in Llanelli.
So Nicky Brett drawing just inside Harlow's opener.
Both players never frightened to attack heads, and both players probably slightly favour the forehand runner.
Harlow slightly narrow, just kissing the jack on the way through. She'll get the chalk spray to show that it touched the jack on the way through.
Yeah, it means the ball becomes live. If the ball goes into the ditch, it's still part of the rink. For the non-bowlers watching.
Nicky Brett going a little wider and going round the back.
The short ball was shots under it.
Pair met in the quarterfinals of the World Championships. Brett obviously won it, but 9-3, 7-7.
Yeah, second set. I think I commented on that game. Greg was a little bit unfortunate, Charlie. He probably deserved a tie break, but Nicky got there and, as you say, became the world champion.
It was interesting, Nick was saying in his pre-match interview, as Greg just comes up a little shy with his third ball, that he's just found a way to manage to win games.
Yes, he has. He's a good... I have a lot of good chats with Nick, and he's quite clever and he knows what it takes to win, and I think that's the bottom line. I mean, we've seen one or two performances even today where players maybe not at their best, but they just win, and Nicky knows how to win.
He switched to the backhand here and gets the touch to stop it in time.
Good head really for Greg here. Nothing really behind, so got to be a bit careful. Just a draw, I think.
Here it comes now. Can it just squeeze past that first one? It can't.
That ball was always in the way of the draw. I think clear run, he was good. A chance for Nick to open with a double.
Again on the backhand.
The hand signal suggests he's a bit heavy, trying to stop the ball. He's heavy again.
He's going to do a lot of work and he's not going to take the two by the looks of things. Having a look, and they agree. The 1 to Nicky Brett. So Nicky Brett, the defending champion, opens up with 1 in the opening end.
Ground length 26 metres.
26 metres. The length.
Be classed as a 3/4 length in bowls terminology. Not full, not short, in between.
And you played in the second match of the morning session. How's the rink playing today?
Rink's playing well. Obviously, I think certain lengths are slightly more trickier than others, but I think it's playing well. Greens, the pace of the green, I think they had it stretched prior to the tournament starting, so it's running quite good. Players, I think, are happy with it.
You opened up on Monday. Was there any change between Monday and Wednesday, or
No, there
very
wasn't.
consistent?
No, it's been fairly consistent, Charlie. I mean, it hasn't really changed. I would say from a bowls, you know, once again terminology, it's a medium pace green. It's not fast and it's not heavy, so it's quite a good pace. There's been a lot of good bowls played, and all 4 hands playable.
And the guys are making their opening bowls count here, getting in behind the jack.
So rest for Nick. Rest any green ball here, he would score, but he's changing to the forehand. Nice big draw on this side. Yeah, good correction.
Perfect weight to rest on that green.
Cap is just over a foot.
You can just see the clock at the back of the screen ticking down. It's a 30-second shot clock when you get on the mat.
Yeah, I think it was something that the players weren't happy with when it first came out, but I think we've all managed to adapt to it, and we get used to when we could visit the head, and it's quite good. Good for the sport. Speeds the game up a little bit. Greg was unlucky there. Looked to rest the ball, but Nicky's ball fell in.
So here comes the final ball from Nicky Brett. Again on the forehand. He wants it to work. Come up short, but how short? I can't tell from that camera angle.
Greg applauded that, but I don't think it's in the count. Just a forehand draw here for Greg. backhand. I thought he'd just try to draw the shot on the 4.
Maybe it was the result of the previous one
Yes,
that's forced him to the back.
Yeah, I think it probably was, Charlie. But again, it's just a draw. Needs to run.
Oh, he's come up short. He's come up
On
short.
shot, Greg Harlow.
Greg was lying. That's probably why he changed to the backhand. Thought he'd given the shot away.
Set score 1-1 after 2 ends.
So after 2 ends, it's 1 apiece.
Greg playing a fuller length,
Track length 31 metres.
the maximum length.
Good opener from Greg Harlow.
One red.
My ball, Sandra, please.
Just over a foot.
Disappointing ball from Greg. You can just see him pushing the arm through in a dummy delivery, as it were. If he makes it count.
Yeah, it certainly does. It's giving Greg a problem now.
2 red.
Yeah, he's attacking.
Coming
Trying-
with the run up.
Trying to split the 2 red balls, but he looks to be under.
Yeah. And now he's in a whole lot of problems.
Certainly is. I mean, Nicky could either go back or draw another. I think he'll try to draw another here.
Whole complexion of the end just changes as
Yes.
soon as you drop one short, and you've just got to be on your game the entire time.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, Nicky's has gone deep. Knows that if Greg puts the ball onto the jack, he's still going to lose the shot. So this is an awkward one for Greg. Doesn't want to take his own ball out and drop a 4. So interesting to see the shot he plays here. Might just fancy the draw. Looks like a draw.
Important last delivery for Harlow. Difficult to get anything from an end when you've wasted 2 balls.
Yes, I think it's the right choice of shot, but I don't think he's quite running. No, he is quite running. He's just slightly heavy.
Too heavy,
2
so
red.
chance here.
Yeah, chance for a treble.
First 2 were excellent. The third one was a safety.
He's turned his back on this one.
The fourth one let him down, but still fair.
2 shots, Nick Brett.
Happy with the 2.
So Brett leads 3-1 in this.
Set score 3-1
Opening
after 3
end.
ends.
And in terms of Greg Harlow, I guess he'd be pretty happy that he only lost 2 as opposed to 3.
Exactly. And with only 1 ball in the head, he knew that he was in a bit of trouble, and 3-1, you're quite right. Happy to lose a 2.
Or as happy as you can be.
Exactly. Yeah, you're not happy losing a 2. However, what the situation was, he would have expected to maybe drop a 3 there.
Jack length 29 metres.
Both players going quite long now with the jack.
Staring this one in. With them opening up on the backhand.
Yes, right, Charlie. Good call. Well, actually, previous end, I think both led on the forehand. So good ball from Greg here, up. Perfect.
Good response from Harlow after that third end.
He's up again. Good delivery style of Greg Harlow there. Gets it away, lovely. Nice follow through.
Excellent response from Harlow.
To green.
Dialed himself back into the speed of the green with consummate ease.
Well, Nick will be looking to take a yard off. Second ball's good enough here for Nicky. The shot is a bonus.
Has he got that? He has. Can't take it cleanly, the jack, and just nudges it onto
The gap is
Harlow's.
10 inches.
We'll see, getting a toucher, but probably gets second
Very, very
ball, so I think
slight
he's
now.
reasonably happy there.
Switching to the forehand. Drawing another, or does he defend this one?
No, I think he'll be trying to draw another, Charlie. No real danger. Rest the last ball of Nick's. We count a double. The red ball's the target. Doesn't want to move the jack. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Yeah, I see Greg's ball coming in. Absolutely perfect. Falls down.
They're almost in a line as well, making it a smaller target.
Yes, as I say, Nicky's never frightened to play the forehand runner. I wouldn't be surprised to see one here. Forehand is going to be a runner.
He's revving it up. Here it comes.
He's never far away.
He's stalking it. Has it come back enough? It gets one.
Just about got Greg's his own ball, but he'll be happy with that. Next, the shot.
Greg has the chance to nick the 2 back from the previous end here.
Once again, it's the nearest red ball, it's the target. Rest that, possibly count to 3.
Giving it a bit more.
Yeah, looks on the high side.
Gonna have to work a lot from there. It's working, but it's not working enough. So it will be just the 2 by the looks of things, is
One
it?
shot, Greg
Or
Harlow.
the 1 for just that top one.
Should have got back, shouldn't it, that one?
So 3-2
Set score 3-2 after 4 ends.
to Nicky Brett. And an opportunity missed by Harlow to get a 2 or possibly a 3, as Andy mentioned. But it was a good response, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Considering the way
Exactly.
he played the third end.
He played a good end there, Greg. Always in control. Opening ball was good. Dictated it really from that.
Jack length
We're
31
pleased with that.
metres.
He's been around so long, it gets easier and easier, doesn't it, to put a bad end behind you.
Oh yes, exactly. I mean, we all play bad ends and we all play bad balls, and I think that's the secret, Charlie, just to forget them. Put them out your head and just start again. These players, 2 experienced England international skips. Both making the trip to Llanelli next week. Part of the England team.
They won the World Pairs titles together in 2014.
Green.
Yeah, both members of the Ely club last year, but Nicky's actually moved to be closer to his work, Huntington. Greg, however, remains at the Ely club in Cambridge.
Did you often play against your pairs partner in singles?
Yes, yes. I mean, obviously I've had a few different world pairs partners. Ian Bond, I used to play with Gary Smith, obviously many years ago. So I think it's always awkward. You know, it's quite strange. You know, you hang about socially, and then you're now out in the green. But you know, both professionals, both determined basically to win in the game, and afterwards they'll share a beer together, I'm sure. But it is a little bit strange. One thing is, they certainly know each other's games. They'll know which shot each other will play.
To green.
Greg, who's starting to draw slightly better out of the two players.
Line 2. Penultimate ball from Brett.
That's always a bad sign when players are pushing the ball up. Almost inevitably they'll drop shot.
So it's open for Harlow ahead here.
Yeah, Greg will be confident in adding another here, I think.
Following it down, not giving much away by his expression, but it seems to be working out okay. Is he just a little shy?
He's a little shy, but he's counting certainly. Could be number 3. Well, once again, we might get Nicky playing through this. Possible forehand runner again, or is it the forehand draw?
A little bit more risky with the head spread.
Yes, I think so, but once again, he's going to be attacking. You'll see this a lot from Nicky, Charlie.
He's not fast. He's having a go at it.
He's never far away.
And he's done
dear.
fantastically well, is he?
He may have got a result there. To be fair, he was in the area, but...
One shot, Nick Brett.
And he gets the one.
Wow, I think he's shaking his head there. Okay, well, here we go. In the area, gets a rub. Well, in fact, he gets a couple of rubs, but
Set score.
he ends up with a shot.
After 5
We go
ends.
back to what we said a little earlier. He finds ways
Exactly.
of grinding it out, of finding scores. And from a difficult situation, gets one, goes into a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, Greg has lined well in the last couple of ends, but Nicky's running ball once again gets him out of trouble.
Jack length 29.5
Such a good weapon to have. His forehand runner tends to always hit the target.
Well, if you hit the target, anything can happen.
Correct. That's what happened the last end. He got a little bit of fortune, but he wasn't far.
Well, found the range. Struggled in the last end and a bit. Not as close.
Sandra removing something from the green. Well, I don't think it was meant to be there, but bat balls are never lost.
No, if it's going to be off target, better long than short.
Greg's body language suggests he doesn't like this one either. I knew he was slightly heavy.
This one looks strong as well.
Nearly 2 feet.
And it dropped back. Looks like it's going to stay upright.
Now shaking his head after a good opener. He didn't follow it up.
Just the one.
Just leaves him vulnerable. This will just be a draw for Greg at the moment.
Can he make those fine adjustments from his opening two? Oh, that's almost like the first one, just missing the jack.
Yeah, that trail shot, that I don't know whether he was trying that, but the trail shot's so difficult. But once again, Nicky needs another ball in the head here. Greg just misses the jack. Still got good position, Greg, but Nicky needs another one in.
Draw it in front of Greg's two at the back. Working its way back in now.
That's a good ball.
2 red.
That's a good ball. That's a good position ball. May force Greg into playing a similar ball as his previous. 4 feet away. Trail the jack through. Not an easy shot here on the carpet.
Well, he's had 4 attempts and this one is under. No, this one's going to drop away, is it?
Yeah, just
It is. It's
2 shots, Nick Brett.
going to be 2 to Nicky Brett, and there's suddenly some daylight between the two.
6 ends.
Brett leads 6-2 after 6 ends.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
It's an expression I'm sure we'll use a lot this week, but N7, often pivotable in a set here. 6-2 up, Nicky scores, he's almost certainly going to win this set. So Greg will be conscious of that, knows he needs to score. Oop, movement.
Does well to pull out of the delivery.
Yes, he did.
Brett on the draw once again on the forehand.
That's good.
Greg needs something here just to kick-start him a little bit.
Playing the positive ball. It's never ever an easy shot here.
2 red.
Well, Nicky will be going for cover now. He's got the 2 in the head, doesn't need any more. You see Greg's ball, always on the wide side. And Nicky will be going round the back, I expect. Yeah, that's where he wanted it.
Right on the tee. surveying the head. Nicky Brett. Harlow goes for the running ball, takes out the first Brett ball.
Yeah, he went quicker this time. Wasn't far away. But Nicky, all he'll be doing here is trying to add another. Give Greg more problems. He's got the bat ball, has Nicky. Try to draw another. Force Greg to play weight again. Once again, both players have been slightly disturbed by movement.
No, it doesn't like it.
No, it doesn't. Well, whoever it was might get a stare from Nicky as he passes down the rink. It's not that bad, is it?
No.
Oh dear.
Well, yeah, that's terrible, terrible.
God, he's fooling us.
Correct.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a handshake then rather than a stare.
Dear, oh dear. Perfect ball.
So what does Greg do here?
Well, I think he's going to be attacking again, trying to remove the two balls.
It's a slightly wider target.
It is. I think he's on the high side.
He's got one.
Oh, he's taking his own away. He might still be two
No,
down.
it is two.
No, wasn't far away, Greg.
Two
Needed the
shots,
jack.
Nick
Really.
Brett.
Two shot, 8-2 lead for Nicky Brett. Almost certainly going to be taking this opening set.
Set score 8-2 after 7 ends.
So 8-2 after 7 ends to the defending champion, the world #1, world singles champion, and with a lead of 6. If he can just limit it to a loss of 1 or even gain of 1, then we're not going to be doing the final end.
Yes, Nicky in a very good position. 6 up. He needs to drop a couple of threes. That's you wouldn't expect Nicky to drop 2 threes in a row. So from being in a awkward position earlier in the set, Nicky's certainly in control now. And that's a perfect opener.
Mervyn King awaits the winner of this one in the first quarter-final, which will be at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, Nicky had Mervyn had a good win this morning against the Canadian. I'm sure he'll be watching this game with interest.
And Greg continues to struggle.
I think he's resigned to the fact he's going to lose this set. He knows there's no way. He's probably going to get 2 threes.
It's been a strange match so far. There have been some very good balls and then some balls that are either too long or too short.
Yeah, it's a little bit loose. But I don't know, there seems to be some movement in the crowd, I don't know. Taking his time, something's happened. Sometimes people come into after their dinner, take their time to settle down. I think sometimes, Charlie, I know other sports they have crowd and they have noise and that, but sometimes in our sport, because it's so quiet and because there's one person moving, it just puts the players off. That's the trouble sometimes, you know. I'm well aware of other sports where people are all dancing about the place and what have you, but we get used to a quiet environment and then it just tends to put the players off.
Although we did have the Super Bowl up here about 18 months ago, and
Yes.
that was comparatively raucous, wasn't
Yes,
it?
yes,
and the
exactly.
players seem to quite enjoy
Yes,
it.
I
but
think they do.
But I guess, as you say, if everybody's doing it, then you can just get on because it's just
Correct.
a constant noise.
Exactly. I mean, you know, for example, if the crowd were all singing and dancing, shall we say, as they do in darts or what have you, I think the players would get used to that. But because it's so quiet, the odd movement just puts people off.
Well, Harlow
Close here.
going for the running ball now. Where has the jack disappeared to?
Well, the jack's disappeared off the ring. It'll go into the respot. Nicky Brett's line 1, so there's just no way that Greg could score a 2 here to keep the set going, I don't think. He needs to get a double, and I don't think there's going to be a double here. Now we see the jack's back on the spot. Nicky Brett lies 1, he's going to draw another here for 2, and Greg needs a 2. Well, there's certainly something happening here, isn't there? The players are certainly getting disturbed by something. Anyway, this is number 2, and there's just no way that Greg can score a double, so this is definitely the last end of this set.
2 red.
So 2 red. Harlow needs a miracle here. Somehow get through the middle, take the first one out, deflect it onto the second one, take that one out.
You've
Line
done
3.
Yes, you've done some snooker commentary, Sally. No, there's not a 3 here, and Greg could almost pick his ball up and just say, well, I'll give you the 1, this doesn't really matter. Yeah, Greg's just trying to draw the 1, but he knows it's the end of the set.
Does he take the 1 to give him a little bit of a lift going into the second set?
Yeah, possibly. But that's it. 8-3.
1 shot Greg Harlow, first set to Nick Brett.
So Greg Harlow takes 1 in the 8th end, but it is Nicky Brett, the defending champion, who draws first blood. A comprehensive win in the first set. He's won it by 8-3 and goes into the second set full of confidence. Welcome back to Newton Hall, where we are in the penultimate match of day 4. Nicky Brett, the defending champion, up against Greg Harlow, and Brett has taken the first set by 8 shots to 3. It was nip and tuck to start with, but a poor end from Harlow. N3 opened the door for Brett, and then Brett got a little rub of the green in M5 with his running ball, and that set him up for the set.
I agree, Charlie. I think it was just 1 or 2, and it's always going to be that in a game between 2 quality players. It was 1 or 2 good strikes from Nicky, good results, and that just made it winning the set. So a long way to go yet, but Nicky Brett's certainly in the driving seat.
That said, there were some loose deliveries in there, and if Greg can tighten it up, then there is a chance for him.
Oh, without doubt, without a doubt. Greg will realise that it was only 1 or 2 runners from Nicky that stopped him scoring, so he'll start afresh. Knows that he's got to get the first ball in, try to dominate the ends again. Like that.
That'll do.
Perfect.
Is that where was that in the first set? Look.
Yeah. It's, as I say, some players, I mean, it doesn't matter. The score 8-3, you know, I think that's probably a little bit hard on Greg, but he will realise it doesn't matter what the score is in the first set. Most good players will come back stronger in the second, and Nicky will be aware of that.
And the difference being, there's no wiggle room for Harlow now. He has to win it.
That's the bottom line.
Yep.
Is Nicky's always got the draw option.
There you go. Forehand, backhand. Thank you very much. Much better. Much tighter.
Looks to be slightly under. Second ball.
1 green.
Nick's last bowl of length, Sandra.
It's about half an inch short.
Thank you.
Is this going to come back?
Well, if he sets off, oh, that's good. I was going to say, is it falling for 2? Quite
1 green.
Nope.
just a 1, so it'll just be a forehand draw for Nicky. No heroics here. Won't be trying to run at this. Just a draw.
This one has to count for him though.
Well, he keeps pushing that ball up. Almost certainly he's not here.
Well, here's an opportunity.
Greg may switch to the backhand here. Possible touch the jack for 2 or 3. Changing to the back, that's a good call. Touch the jack, could score a 3.
Although Brett's last ball was short, it did stop the forehand to take out the second ball.
Yes, it did.
Now, is this going to come back enough? It's not.
Struggling to come back.
Well,
Great weight. I think it's just a 1 to Greg.
good grouping
shot,
from
Greg
Harlow.
Harlow.
Yep, good start, both players.
Much tighter all round.
Yes, yes. Nicky knew that Greg would start well.
But again, when you have those opportunities against the defending champion, the world number 1, the world champion, you need to take them. You need to be scoring a 2 or a 3 in that situation.
Yes, I think he was slightly disappointed. As I say, his weight was very good, but he just missed the line fractionally. But he knows that he played a good end. It'll be exactly the same. He just needs another good end just to start to build a lead for the second set. But you're right, against the world champion, you've got to take small opportunities.
26.5 metres.
26.5, quite a short length. Well, talking to himself there, that probably suggests he doesn't like it.
Short.
Yeah, gave himself a talking to. Come on, Greg, what's that?
I think what this highlights is just how hard this game is, because the previous end he's put 4 balls right within striking distance of the jack.
All 4 within a foot, and all of a sudden he's next to 11. I know. Different direction, different lines, but he knew that he had a good opening, and it was time to put the pressure on. And once again, he's opened the door, and Nicky's punished him. Forehand, this might be weight.
He's going to have to come inside that. His initial ball.
This is a gamble.
He's missed it, hasn't he?
Yes, he has missed
Unless
it.
it takes a deflection.
Oh dear.
Oh, he's got himself in a spot of bother here.
That's the trouble. If Nicky puts an open his next ball, say 4 or 5 inches short in the centre, Greg's in trouble.
The forehand's out of the game at the moment, isn't it, with that green ball there?
It's out of the draw game.
Yeah.
It's certainly it's still running, still available for the runner. But, well, Well, that's quite a big target. Now,
Two red.
what do you do now, Greg? Well, forehand, it must be heavy again.
He'll slot it straight between the two red balls.
Yes.
And the way his luck's going.
Yeah.
Or does he get the rub of the green this time? He's missed it.
He's high again.
He's
He's in trouble here.
He's in real trouble. And having opened the second set so well, his short jack.
Exactly. Well, where does Nicky go? Does he draw another, or does he put a back ball in? I think he should just draw another. Well, once again, slight disturbance for the players.
Oh.
Well, maybe it wasn't a disturbance. Maybe it was a change of mind.
He has gone for the back ball. Because this is going to have to work incredibly hard from there to get round the green ball.
Oh,
He's giving it a go.
oh, he's good, I think. Yes, that scores, and he's possibly blocked a forehand runner. He's got fortunate with that. Oh, you're 3 down here, Greg. Yeah, a good choice, I think. Back to the draw. Damage limitations, 2 downs, not a disaster. Doesn't want to drop a 3 or a 4. Probably cut it down to 2.
Two red.
An opportunity, because Brett got the line on that last bowl of his, the third of his 4. And if he can draw this one through the gap now, he could take the 3. And it's
Yes.
coming.
No, it's perfect.
Look at that.
Yeah, great ball.
That
Great
is
balls.
fantastic stuff.
3 shots.
From Nicky
Nick
Brett, and
Brett.
there's the difference. Harlow took 1 when the
Yep.
opportunity was there in the first end. The opportunity arrives for Brett in the second, and he takes 3.
Exactly. I mean, Greg's an adventurous player, and he actually played the running ball, which, okay, if he picks the jack up, perfect. However, by missing it, he's given the chance for Nicky, and he took it. It's a gamble sometimes the players or sometimes will take. You know, they'll think, right, I'm going to go for this. If it comes off, perfect. If it doesn't, you're going to drop a count.
But he got 7 ends to try and claw it back. If you're going to do it early in the
Correct.
set rather than the back
Exactly.
end.
Exactly. I think he just wanted to send a message down to Nicky really here that I'm going to attack when you're lying. But it didn't pay off.
Short, medium, long,
Yes.
doesn't matter
Oh, no,
right
he's
now.
good. He's good. He's a great player. Well, world number 1. You would expect him to be good. Play him a lot of confidence. I think it's probably fair to say that Nicky domestically hasn't had his best season, but on the portable rink or in these tournaments, it's good reply there from Greg.
Playing at quite a pace as well, aren't they?
Yes, both quick players. Nicky exceptionally quick, doesn't take long to play,
1
which
green.
is good for the game. Don't want to see slow games. I mean, some people have the opinion of it being a slow game, but I think when players get moving like this, it's okay. It's playing at a pace.
If you're a slow player and you're playing against someone like Nicky Brett, how hard is it to play your speed of game?
Well, exactly. You know, you sometimes in some sports you could slow the game down. However, because of the shot clock, you really can't slow the game down. So that tactic, I've heard people talk about other sports where you could slow the game down. In our sport, you've just got to get running because you're going to lose it. You know, the 30 seconds is going to kill you. So I think the slow players, and we do have slow players within our game, they've got to slightly adapt to play the quicker 30-second rule. Is this a good reply? I think it's a perfect reply.
Oh,
Great one.
just shaves the jack.
1 red.
Yeah, great ball from Nicky Brett.
You have to be mentally quicker, I guess. That's the only what you have
Yes.
to improve yourself.
Correct, exactly. But Greg's coming up, so he's going to use a timeout here.
Sensible play by Harlow because it's an important part of this set.
Well,
What he's doing, he's just keeping an eye on the clock because he wants his timeout to start. There you go. He calls it near
Has 4
zero,
times
gets an
remaining.
extra 60 seconds, so he gets 90 seconds as opposed to 80 or 75. So
Yes,
that's
exactly.
why he's done it.
5 timeouts per game. I think the players, as I say, have adapted to the shot clock. It wasn't universally accepted by all the players to start with, but well, once again, it's a forehand runner from Greg. He needs a good connection here.
Well, he's in the area this time.
He's got chances.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, not quite, but
It was a good, he hit the target. Jack's
Okay.
the ball falling through slices. I think Greg's got the one though. Good ball.
finally finds the mark on one of his runners.
Back to the draw for Nicky. Try to draw the winner. Touch the jack. He scored 2. Well, Nicky likes this, I think. Looks to be slightly
Under, isn't it?
Yeah, he's under.
So here's the chance for Harlow.
Got to be slightly careful, but yeah, small opportunity to score a double. Got to be a little bit careful. Doesn't want to move that jack.
Well, he hasn't had, or hasn't taken bigger opportunities, but can he take this smaller opportunity on the backhand draw? Here it comes. He's under again, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he's quite here. You could understand that. Couldn't afford to be a foot heavy really and slice the
One
jack.
shot, Greg Harlow.
Take the one.
So Harlow takes one, but still trails
Score
Brett
3-2 after 3 ends.
3-2. But he's had opportunities in ends 1 and 3 when he's had to deliver the last bowl, and okay, he's taken shots from them, but he would have probably wanted more than 2 from the 2 ends.
Yes, probably, but I could understand that previous delivery. He couldn't afford to give the shot away. 3-2 keeps him tight, keeps him in the game. To go 4-1 down to Nicky Brett, it's a big mountain to climb, so I could understand that, and I think he's quite right. Keep the game tight. Try to force this game into the 7th and 8th end when it gets a bit more tense. But he started off well here, Greg. I think you have Greg in the commentary box tomorrow. I'm sure he'll be commenting on my game and he'll get his own back. I'm not being too critical.
One green.
Here comes the backhand draw. Looks slightly better. It's wide enough. What's the weight? Oh,
2 green.
it's a sport of millimetres, and for Harlow, he's been on the wrong side every time it's come past the jack,
He
hasn't he?
hasn't just quite managed to centre it, as always you say.
Yeah.
Just missed it on the high side often. But it's just a draw here for Nicky, and he's not far away here. Oh, that's a great ball. Brilliant
just-
ball.
It's rubbing almost salt in the wounds for Greg Harlow.
1 red.
Yeah, here we see the second delivery. Absolutely perfect. It's called the back toucher here. That's perfect. Well, Greg once again using a timeout, coming up to have a look at this. I don't think he's going to like what he's seeing.
No.
Yeah, I could agree, Greg. This is awkward.
Timeout called.
If he hits this, the jack will just go
Greg has 3 timeouts
probably
remaining.
off the rink.
Well, that's what he's aiming at as well. That red all there behind the jack is well protected, isn't it?
It is. And if he pushes the green ball onto it, as I say, it will almost certainly go off the rink.
Well, there's the there. You can't see it at all, can he, from where he's standing on the mat?
Yeah, he's not playing the runner quite right. Too difficult. Wasn't going to get a good result.
It's absolutely square behind that ball. Now does he get a little bit of luck?
Oh, he's unlucky. In the area again. Just got a bad connection. That was a good try.
Just wanted it to slide down the side of his bowl that was already in the head. But it does open up the bowl. And change a decision by Brett.
Nicky once again trying to draw another shot in here. Looks to be under. Well, not an easy chance, but there's a chance here for Greg. And we'll see it. Try to remove the jack or remove the shot ball. Play with this with a little bit of weight. Yard of weight.
He's not sure. He's not sure, is he? Because Brett still has a delivery left. He's between a rock and a hard place here. Greg Harlow.
Yeah, this is difficult, I'd have to say. Not an easy shot.
Has he been caught between two stools, or can he find him when he's under?
Good weight.
One red.
Well, this looks in a way quite easy. It rests any green ball here on the right hand side of the screen. It would almost certainly drop in for two. Nicky would expect to draw another here.
Coming in on the backhand. What does the body language tell us?
I think he reasonably likes this. As I say, rest a green ball, falls in for two. Was he running?
Sure.
Big chance.
One shot, Nick Brett.
So, Brett takes the shot, and perhaps Harlow gets a little bit of rub of the green by only conceding the one there.
Yeah, you would have expected Nicky to draw another. I think that's the game plan here for Greg. Just keep this set tight. Go for the more adventurous shots as the set progresses, really.
Then 28 metres.
This is quite a quick pace, Charlie.
Yeah, we haven't even done an hour yet. We're coming up to the hour mark, and we're, what, 1.5 sets in? We did have one end less in the opening set. So the backhand draw from Harlow. Half a foot short.
Yeah, it's not bad. He's shaking his head. That's quite good.
Had to resist welling his ball down the rink. And he's frustrated, isn't he?
Yeah, frustrated because he's 7 or 8 inches away. He almost feels as though Nicky will draw it. So. I'll say ball again, Greg.
The gap is 8 inches and you're 12 inches short of jack high.
Jack length in metric, everything else in imperial.
Yes, yes. I think most of the players, obviously not quite as old as me, but used to the imperial measurements.
There you go.
That's good.
2 green.
Well, looks a target. Will he be running for this or drawing? He's
Nope.
running. He knows he never misses.
Well, let's see, because he's been spot on. He's going to miss this time, though.
Oh, he did.
He's going to miss this time. And now Harlow has an opportunity to apply some pressure to Nicky Brett.
Certainly does. And Nicky doesn't, by nicking that ball, the target doesn't become so tempting. I think it's back to the draw here for Nicky. I know he's coming up, but
Harlow's looking at the heavens already.
I'll be hoping to draw number 3 in here. Yes, that's perfect. Great end for balls from Greg.
So why the look to the heavens?
I don't know.
Maybe one of those ones where he released it and didn't think it was going to make it. But
yeah. This is just a draw, really. The green ball on the left-hand side of the screen, that's the target. Rest that ball, fall in, you get the shot. It's just a draw. Oh,
no, it's
playing the
not.
run. Well, okay, Nicky. Okay, play your good shot.
Here he comes, he's going to get the
Oh,
jack this
he's
time.
got it, and he's got the shot because he's got the respot.
Which is down in this left-hand
Yes,
corner.
it is. It is. He's going to lose a 1 here. Greg's going to score. However, that was a great strike. There wasn't a target there at all. Perfect. Well, this will be 1 to Greg.
Well, Brett scored a 1 with a running ball in M5 of the first set, and he's made the running ball count here. But Harlow, for all his
Well, Charlie,
balls to start with.
I think you would have even drawn that one, Charlie. Do you think or not?
Andy, you clearly haven't seen me play.
Plenty
One
of
shot,
there.
Greg
One shot
Harlow.
for Greg, but that was a great strike from Nicky. I think most players would have opted for the draw there, but he's so confident with his forehand runner.
Set score 4-3 after 5
There we see. Greg Harlow gets the shot.
Four 3. 5 ends gone. Set 2. Brett won the first. 8-3.
Yeah, Greg's getting in that opening ball a bit closer. Asking questions here of Nicky. Just got to keep putting the pressure on your opponent. Hopefully he fails eventually.
Chaplin, 29.5 metres.
He's a shot closer than he was in the first set at this stage. But it was 2 doubles from Brett and then 6 and 7 that took the first set away from Greg Harlow.
Yeah, I think it was recalling. I think it was a couple of good runners. I think from Nicky that changed it, but Greg is definitely drawing better now.
What's his second delivery going to do? It's looking okay.
Yeah, it's good again. Yeah, well played. Second.
1 green.
Yeah, still 1 to Greg. The closest red ball. That's the target for Greg. Rest that. Count possibly 2 or 3.
Got a bit more pace on it, but it's got to work from there.
Oh, it's close.
Here it comes. Oh,
Very good. Very good.
excellent work.
He might have just pushed his closest ball out. It might still just be 1.
Again, just missing his target by a couple of millimetres.
Yeah, I thought he was good there. I thought he was just going to move the jack, but he took his own ball out and probably 1 in, 1 out.
Brett looking to forehand draw, but he's short. And that Might allow Harlow to go the backhand again for what he did last time. Or?
Exactly the same, Charlie. Exactly the same. Backhand, but the ball, the nearest red ball's the target. Rest that, he possibly count 3 or 4 here. Chance here, there we see the nearest red ball, touches that out, would score 4. Chance here for Greg Harlow. Is he under?
Well, he's been in the vicinity with the first 3. This one, I think, is not going to make the target.
You'll be disappointed with that, Greg. He knew that was a big chance.
1 green and a measure.
1 green and a measure.
Yeah,
And he knows it.
Yeah, slap in the thigh. He knew there was a chance there for a 4. Well, I can't see Nicky being adventurous here. I've said that in the past. Wham! Down it comes.
That would be a very risky tactic, just the way the head's set up, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's playing backhand. This must just be the draw. Yeah. Knows he's only 1, maybe 2 down at most. It's just a draw.
Can he slide between red and green? No, it's going to be close. No.
Yeah. Picked a line just to wait. I think we'll get a measure here.
First appearance of the calipers.
I think so. I think they'll be coming out. Sandra McLeish measuring here. I think it might be Mike actually. Is it Mike? Yeah, Mike's doing the measuring. Anyway, it will be the calipers. Very accurate.
So both moles just supported by the chocks too.
Yeah, they put wedges in, rubber wedges that props the ball up just to make sure it doesn't move. There we see, just a slight adjustment just to get the correct distance.
A bit more.
Back to the green one now. Is there a gap? Possibly.
Just going to check.
Might be red.
The red looks closer, doesn't it? Yep.
Yeah.
1 shot, Greg Harlow.
So again, Harlow can only take a 1.
Yeah. Once again, Greg slightly dominated that end.
And Greg has yet to score more than 1 in an end.
Exactly. I think that's the bottom line. Nicky's restricting him to 1s, and but Greg will be quite happy with this situation. He's all of a sudden feels as though he's probably drawing slightly better, and he's in this game.
Jack, and
3 ends remaining. Greg probably feels he needs at least 2 of them to force the tie break.
If he got himself the tie break, he'd be overjoyed, wouldn't he? Because he hasn't been in control of this game.
No, he hasn't.
He's been hanging on in.
He's been certainly in more control of this set. He didn't like that. It's not that bad. Finished probably about 14 inches under. It's not bad. I think most players will be quite happy with that. And Nicky's going to use it.
Right.
He's found the shots, hasn't he, when he's needed them?
I think that's the bottom line, as you said, Charlie, at the start of the programme. Nicky says, I just get enough to do enough to win games. It's not just all about playing the perfect balls. It's about just scratching wins. Once again, that's good bowling from Greg.
But again, misses it by a millimetre.
Yes, yes.
Oh, just shaves it, but he could have been doing with a half ball width.
Yeah, once again it's a target, once again it's a forehand runner, and I suspect it'll be the same result. He's probably going to be close.
He's got it.
It's a respot. Well, none of the balls on the green will count, so it's really a 2-ball singles now.
Just got it.
Just sliced it out. Well, nobody was going to score more than 2 here.
And Greg was here last end.
perfect starter. Perfect starter.
What's Brett's reply like?
Well, I think he's going to be wrecked. However, it's going to be a good second. Yeah, Nick will be reasonably happy with that.
Next ball, please.
Next ball is 15 inches short of Jack high, and the gap is about 11 inches.
Yeah. Forces Greg onto the other side.
Around the old head and trying to work it back.
That's another ball in the area. I mean, Nicky will definitely not be running at this. Cannot afford to remove his own ball, so I think the chances are that Greg Harlow's probably going to score a shot here. This looks difficult.
Is there enough space to draw this on the backhand?
I guess there is, but not easy.
Gonna have to work an awful lot, isn't it? Once it passes these three, it needs to be close. Excellent effort.
Yeah, good effort. Couple of feet of running. Yeah, Nicky knew that he was
One shot,
probably
Greg
just going to
Harlow.
drop the one.
So Harlow gets his nose in front in a set for the first time, but it's just a single yet again. Harlow leads set 2, 5 shots to 4.
4-5 after 7 ends.
Greg just trying to differences when Nicky's putting down the jack, he's delivering it as Sandra's removing the mat. Greg just waiting another 15 seconds to give himself a bit of a breather.
Yes, they're in the hurry, the boys. Well, Greg will be happy to
30 metres.
keep scoring the singles.
Almost as long as they can go. Good shot.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely been the key here for Greg. Opening ball has been good. All of a sudden, he has been in control of this set. Just needs to get over the line.
If he could sneak something here, that would help his cause no end.
Oh yeah, again, Greg would be happy to score the 1, 2 up playing the last end. It's a reasonable position.
Harlow delivering his second on the forehand. And these are money deliveries, aren't they?
Yep, all good. All getting closer now, but once again it's still just the backhand draw for Nicky. This looks close.
Looks very close. Oh,
Yeah, done enough.
One red.
Greg's never quite managed to do that, has he?
Never managed to get... Well, I mean, he's played well actually, Greg, this set. Put a lot
He
of close
has.
balls, but...
In terms of those millimetre
Yes,
shots,
yes,
he hasn't had
yes.
the little touch and
Yeah,
then fall in.
fall like
He'd have made the gap somehow or hit the bowl to square on.
This is important for Greg. Greg's happy, I think, to lose a 1 here. However, losing a double makes it hard for him to win the game.
Well, he will have last delivery in the final end.
Yes, however, if Nicky scores 2, then Nicky
Yes.
only needs to drop a 1. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. This is
Yeah.
quite crucial here, how Greg plays this. I think it's just a draw again. He's played 2 good opening balls, really. So just a draw, I think. he wants to move this jack out into the open. Keep the game tight.
Setting up for a forehand draw.
As I say, Greg's not unhappy to drop a 1. Doesn't want to drop a 2 though.
Shy. Under. Perhaps just sort of caught between two minds.
I think he was. Well, chance here for Nicky. Rest Greg's deepest ball. He'd probably fall in for 2. He knows this is an important ball. He knows he wants this to count.
Didn't take any more time over it though, did he?
No, certainly didn't.
Here it comes, it's in the vicinity. Will it work its way back?
Rest the ball, fall in, perfect. This is absolutely perfect.
You called it, Andy, and he's delivered it.
2 red.
Oh, Greg, how do you get out of this? Forehand runner, possibly, although there's no guarantee he would lie.
That is a cracking delivery from Nicky Brett.
Great ball, great ball.
That is absolute quality. Well,
will he play the runner or is it just a draw? Looks like a runner. Well, once again, as I say, there's no guarantee he's going to score after striking this head.
here it comes. Oh, takes the Garball. That was the one before, the one where he sort of got caught between two stools.
Correct, correct. Had he missed that ball,
It was him, but again, just missing out by,
just missed it by millimetres.
Yeah.
Once again, here we go. Misses, catches his own short ball. But once again, the head's exactly the same. Rest the deep green ball. Count for 3, and that would be massive now in this game.
Well, if he lies 3, then Greg needs a 3 in the final end.
Correct. So this is a big ball. Well, rest the green ball, fall in.
He's
perfect. He's perfect. I think if
well,
he
it's
falls,
definitely 2. Here it goes. Here it goes. He's thinking about it.
well, it looks to me as if it's moving there.
Well, it was. It's gone, is it?
Has it gone? Yes,
has
it
gone.
has. Oh, that's massive. That's
3
massive.
shots. Nick Brett.
Oh, well, you feel for Greg Harlow.
Set score 7-5 after 8 innings.
Well, you kept saying it, Charlie, and eventually it did fall. And Greg picks the jack up. Well, quite simply, Greg Harlow needs a 3 now.
Mission impossible almost.
Wow, Greg's 2 opening balls were good. And all of a sudden, Nicky's picked a 3 up.
But again, it's just been the theme of the match, hasn't it? And now Greg's got to do something he hasn't done in the entire match, which is score more than 1, but it's not even, it's more than 2.
Exactly. He's got to score 3. And this is where Nicky puts an opening ball close, then it becomes so difficult then for Greg.
Such an important opener, this one. And as you would expect from the world champion, it's on the money.
Well, it's probably 18 inches, 2 feet through, so, well, there we see, 18 inches away.
But it's directly behind the jack.
Knows that's probably not close enough.
Wet, great.
He knows that Nicky will probably correct with this delivery.
Slightly favour you, Nick.
Needs a closer shot. Looks like the shot ball coming in. Yeah, that's exactly what he wanted. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
And Harlow needs something pretty spectacular now, doesn't he?
Oh dear, how does he get a 3 out of this now, Charlie? Very, very difficult. As the ball has fallen down. Well, despite Greg playing really well in this set, he's in big trouble here. Oh, he's under.
And that is probably the game going there.
Well, Nicky will now be just going for cover, just splitting all the green balls, going for cover. not going near the head.
Little scratch on the back of the head from Greg Harlow, but
He knows it's hard now.
he's been starved of shots, hasn't he, in this game?
Yeah, well, I'm sure at the interview afterwards, Nicky's an honest player and he'll probably say that he's not been at his best, but he's once again done enough.
Just the small opportunities that this man's had, he hasn't been able to take, and he's been a little unfortunate in parts. Let's not write him off just yet. Let's wait for
no,
his
absolutely
penultimate
not,
one.
but you feel as though he needs to do something with this ball. He needs to slightly change the head, or it's going to become mission impossible.
This needs to count.
Well, can he trail the jack? Yes, he
can,
Oh,
but
he's given himself a chance.
yeah, if he can remove that middle red ball, depending on what Nicky does here.
Well, Nicky looking at... I don't think Nicky will try to strike this and almost destroy the whole head. I mean, there is that possibility. Yeah.
Time out called.
You could strike it and basically kill the end. I think it's probably just a draw though. Yeah, playing the draw, quite right. Trying to get another ball on the head.
Now, will this work for him? He looks under. But does he protect that middle ball?
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
He's given Greg a big chance here.
Well, Harlow hasn't taken any opportunities he's had in this match so far, but this really is the last chance saloon.
Well, the way this hand plays, I think he's got a good chance here, and I think Nicky will realise that as well.
That little bite of the bottom lip
Well,
tells you that he knows that.
well, this is all Greg wanted. It was an opportunity to score a 3, and he's got a big one.
Well, if he can convert this, then the tie break suddenly takes on a different perspective, because the momentum surely changes if he can deliver the 3.
Check the body language. I don't know if it looks good to me, the body language.
No, it looks too far out.
Yeah,
He's
it's
too
too
far
high.
out.
He knew he was always on the
One shot,
high
Greg
side.
Harlow. Second set and match to Nick Brett.
So, Nicky Brett gives a puff of the cheeks, but he's got the better of his good friend Greg Harlow by 2-0. He had opportunities, Harlow, throughout, but he couldn't take them. We're going for a quick break. We'll get reaction when we come back.
Darling, that don't take me 30 seconds.
International Open, and to bring our next players onto the carpet, let's go back to our MC, Richard Madison.
Thank you very much, George. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give these players a really warm welcome. Well, this one got a last-minute call up into the event. He's world ranked at number 17, looking to go a bit further, back into the top 16. From Scotland, Wayne Hogg. Against him, ladies and gentlemen, an incredible gentleman, an amazing 11 WBT titles to his credit. He's world ranked at number 6, from Scotland, David Gourlay.
So, final match of the day. Pits David Gourlay up against Wayne Hogg. We heard Richard Madison saying he was a late call-up. He in to cover the Scottish head coach John Price, who's down in New Zealand looking over Scottish contenders for a place in the 2016 World Indoor Champs. And, well, Andy, what do we know about Wayne Hogg?
Well, Wayne actually plays at my club in Scotland, East Fife. He's a member of East Fife Indoor Club. I don't think he's actually playing too much bowls from what I could gather this year. However, I know he's a talented player and certainly one that David Gourlay will be aware of.
Well, he came through against Kobe Hadar of Israel in the first round, 12-0, 11-3. Gourlay came through against Steve Allen, 13-8, 7-5.
Perfect opening from Wayne.
So what can David Gourlay do by reply?
Once again, David Gourlay not playing as much bowls, living now down in Spain. I believe just outside Barcelona. That's why he looks nice and healthy. And the rest of us all pale and great start from Wayne.
David presumably will know quite a bit about Wayne.
Yes, well obviously David was a Scottish coach, yes, exactly. Yeah. Oh, great ball, David Gourlay.
One red.
What's the gap?
Perfect draw.
Gap to the shot is a couple of millimetres, your bowl inch and a quarter.
That's the sort of thing that wasn't happening for Greg
in
Harlow
the
in our penultimate, in our last game.
Exactly, just millimetres as you say, Charlie, just millimetres.
If you're joining us, the defending champion, the world number 1 Nicky Brett got the better of his good friend Greg Harlow in our last game by 2 sets to love, but Greg was a little unfortunate. But Wayne Hogg has started this one really well.
Certainly. As I believe, I'm not exactly sure. I didn't quite hear the markers. I'm not sure if it's red. David's lying. I don't think he'll be going near this. I think this is a...
Is he trying to slot it through
yes,
there?
I think he's actually trying to put a blocker in. I think he must be lying, so I think that was... He's meant to have been slightly higher. I think Wayne will be positive here. Playing through the head. Lots of chances trying to remove the red ball. Let's see. Clip the green ball onto the red. Could lie 3 or 4. Oh, he's playing the forehand. That suggests maybe he's lying.
Well, there doesn't seem to be any of that red ball available to Nick.
David's
Good.
declared the end. One shot, David
Backhand shot
Gourlay.
there for Wayne, but here's the 4. David Gourlay takes his ball up, takes the 1. That was the shot I thought he would have played in the backhand.
Yes, if you were wondering what they were doing, David actually let it go when he was halfway
Yes.
down the rink. He didn't have his foot on
No.
the mat. He'd already taken the 1 shot. So, David Gourlay takes first blood. But positive start from Wayne Hogg, despite
Yes.
losing the first shot.
Yeah, be pleased. Played a good end. David Gourlay just got the shot on, but
Gap length 24
it's a new
metres.
tactic here for David. I don't often see him with the mat up the green. However, David probably practices more than anybody on this rink. And I'm sure he's been practicing with the mat up here. Knows that his balls will play well with the mat up the green. Occasionally we do get some interference, and I don't know whether that put David's delivery off. I think it must have done. I think that ball may get sent back. I think David's actually saying it put him off.
Was the thumbs up saying he's okay with it lying there? No, he's getting it back.
Yeah, I think quite rightly so. I think that it did. There was a
It depends on the either the umpire or the marker's headset.
We've actually had this for the last 2 or 3 days. It's just...
But nice sportsmanship from Wayne Hogg.
Yes, yes. I think he realised that David's delivery was in full flow and he just put him off. Well, you're a bit heavy again, David. You're not getting this one back.
So Wayne Hogg's opening ball of N2. Not too dissimilar from the opening ball of N1.
Excellent draw balls so far from Wayne Hogg. Not in the Scottish team currently, as I say. I don't think he's playing much, but he was always picked as a lead, so therefore he's a good drawing player.
And just as he did in the first end, he uses that as a marker and slots inside it.
Yes, exactly. I'd agree. I think as Nicky Brett said, David Gourlay lost in the semi-final of the World Singles. Fantastic game against Nicky Brett. Very unlucky probably to lose it, but he's playing well.
The winner of this one will play Mark Royal in quarter-final 2, the second match in the afternoon session tomorrow. All 4 quarter-finals for you live here on Sky Sports.
2 red.
Good standard so far.
This one a lot tighter than our opening match.
A lot of close balls. I think Wayne may be forced into weight here.
He is, but he's missed it by the width of a ball.
Yes, always on the high side. David will be looking for the respot here. Anticipating, here we go, slightly wide from Wayne. I'm sure David will go in for the respot. We'll see that in a minute. Be the spot on the left hand side of the screen. That's David's target. There we see it coming into view. That's perfect.
If he sticks it on it, if it lands right on the spot.
The jack would then go nearer to the mat. In other words, the jack would then go nearer to the mat as opposed to nearer the ditch. So that's. But yeah, it does happen occasionally. Players will put their ball on top of the respot. So that's forced Wayne into the draw because he knows that he would almost certainly lose one, maybe two if he did hit the target. Looks a bit wide.
2 shots, David Gourlay.
Well, David Gourlay takes 2 shots
Score 3-0 after 2 ends.
and leads 3-0. He's gone short again.
Yes, as I said, David's
Gap length 25 metres.
on the green a lot. I'm sure he's worked out all lengths, what lengths he plays best at. This is his preferred length.
Well, last jack was 26.
This is going 25, so
This one just a little under. Just the one running ball that was off the target,
that's
and that
all.
opened the door for Gourlay.
David's just managed to always beat the shot. This is wide, surely. Although he's got big swinging balls.
That's done a lot of work, hasn't it?
It's an unbelievable draw, that. Oh, that came off from the banks. Wow, that's an incredible draw, that.
Oh, all at it, are they?
Oh, it's close again. Well played, Wayne Hogg.
Somehow managed to slot it between ball and jack.
Shot ball is touching, gap between the balls is 1/4 inch.
Past the jack.
I see Wayne
Yes.
again playing with the big swinging ball. Draws the shot. Perfect. Well, early on, good standard.
That one's under. 2 under from Gourlay in this one.
That's the trouble with the big swinging balls. Sometimes if you miss your line, you're going to get punished.
Hogg goes to the forehand.
David's really playing with big swinging balls. Interesting to see how they work on the fuller length, because I'm sure that's a tactic that Wayne will think about.
So the last ball for Gourlay. And again, that's going to have to work a lot. Here it comes.
Just trying to touch the green ball.
Here it comes.
Oh, good try. Oh, wow.
Well, has that opened the door for a 2 for Hogg?
There's a chance here for Wayne now to score a 3. That was unlucky, David Gourlay.
Everyone pacing around the head.
Well, again, the target here for Wayne will be rest David's nearest red ball, fall in, count 2 or 3. So, big chance.
Chance to get back on level terms here for Hogg, but has he given it enough? Here it comes. Here
it's
it
good.
comes. 1 and 2 for sure. And we're measuring.
Yeah, wedges are going in.
we wait and see. Too big a gap for the calipers, so the tape is out.
Not that one. Yeah, possibly that one. So
Going back for another measure.
looks like the red, so that'll be 2 to Wayne Hogg here, I think.
It is
Two
the
shots,
red,
Wayne
so
Hogg.
it is 2 to Hogg, and Gourlay still has his nose in front, but his advantage has been cut to 1. 3-2. Gourlay leads.
Good standard of bowling.
Jack net 31 metres.
As you say, Andy, you thought Wayne might go long.
Yes, I think he's probably seen the way that David's bowls are performing, and it's. I'm also positive that David will have practiced long ends, but sometimes on this longer length, it's more difficult with the big swinging ball. So, we're interested to see how David
Pass shot.
adapts to the
15
longer
inch
length.
gap.
Once again, he's gone really wide. Big swinging ball will come back.
Sticks this first one round the back.
Ball front.
Hogg on the
20 inch gap. One
backhand.
down.
There is room for Gourlay here. This one looks a little narrower.
Yeah, looks better here. That's the winner. It's a great ball.
One red.
Always a dilemma for a player here, isn't it? I mean, Wayne has started quite well on the short lengths, and I think he's probably seen David's bowls and think, I'm going to try to knock the opposition, as opposed to sometimes playing to your own strengths. So I'm sure as the game works on, he'll think, I'm not finding the longer length, so I'm going to have to go back to the preferred length.
Not bad, but there is space there.
Yes, there is. There is. Once again, green ball shortest on the screen. There's room for David Gourlay round the ball. Here we go. See that ball? It's wide and it'll come round.
Well, it was wider than the previous one, and hence why it goes a little deeper, but
Well, might be a temptation here for Wayne to have a little run at this. Looks like a good forehand drive. He's got the re-spot covered. Worth a gamble here.
Uncalled.
This is the head that he sees. He's thinking about it. Looks like a good forehand runner. I think he's playing it on the backhand. Playing the runner.
more measured running ball.
Yes.
It's coming back, it's coming
He's
back,
got
it's
it.
on target.
Oh, great strike.
That's a great runner from Wayne Hogg. Lies two, does he? Certainly one.
Well, there we see him hitting
Yeah,
the target.
Does the running ball come back to lie two? It just goes the other way,
Yes,
doesn't
it
it?
does. Fall against the bias.
Comes back towards him, he's definitely two.
Uncalled. Wayne and David both have full
David has
time.
always preferred his forehand runner when he plays this type of shot. However, he knows if he goes one ball high, he removes his own and could drop a 3 or a 4, so got to be a bit careful here. Often preferred this side for the running ball.
It's like a draw, is it? No.
No, he's going
So
again. Normally good at these shots.
And again, you say with the big swinging balls. Oh, he's got it.
Oh, well, he's got a toucher which is going to go into the ditch, so he's probably going to end up with 1 here, David Gourlay.
Just inside the mark. You're wondering what that thing sticking off the blue carpet on the left is.
The camera angle really doesn't tell us anything there. Difficult to work out. It looks, I think the way the balls were positioned, it looks like David Gourlay had the shot, but maybe not.
Yeah, it's definitely inside that mark. So a longer tape required.
Yes, it's a string now. Well, that's a measure for shot. Always difficult when you go down into the
yeah,
ditch. It's
exactly,
always
yeah.
harder, a lot harder to judge.
Two players wait.
Yeah, it's red. David Gourlay, I think. That was a good bit short of Wayne's ball.
Yeah. Gourlay
One shot,
with the
David
forehand runner takes the shot away from Hogg, and he leads by 4 shots to 2. Graphic said 4-0.
Javelin, 28.5 meters.
In between now, 28.5, still on the longish side. He doesn't like it.
No, he's a couple of feet short. I think most players are critical if they don't put a ball within a foot.
Gourlay going on the forehand, Hogg on the backhand at the start of this 5th end.
Yeah, I think we've seen that in a few of the games. I think watching Alex Marshall and Stuart Anderson. I think Alex led in the forward and Stuart led in the back. So I think it just proves that the rink is playing well. Pick your hand and play it.
And undercooked
1 red.
from Hogg.
Black ball.
A little mutter to himself.
Yeah, saying, come on, get them up. David dropped short again.
He has a little shake of the head, so that's the loosest end of the match so far.
Yes, it has. Standard has been fantastic, but I agree, Charlie. It's a loose one. This just needs to bend to score. Ball's in, it will score.
Well, it needs to stop, but it has too much on it.
Better than that.
this going to come back? Not sure it is.
I don't think it is, no. Again, he's just running that yard, so... Well, the standard they've been playing, we'll give them an end. Well, they're allowed one loose end, shall we say.
It's very generous of you. But the opportunity is there for Hogg to score here.
Yes, I think he'd be disappointed if he doesn't score with this one. Got about probably 18 inches to draw. Very nice quality. I'd probably expect to draw this. Well,
it comes.
He looks good here.
To get past this ball,
Yep.
he does.
Yeah, wins it. Yeah, expected that.
One shot, Wayne Hogg.
So Hogg takes the
The
shot.
score is 4-3 after 5 minutes.
But Gourlay still leads 4-3 and just past the midpoint of this first set. Has Wayne gone short?
That's what I was saying. I think it's almost sometimes you put yourself off by trying to upset your opposition. So I think the secret in singles is play to your own strength, really, and hope that's better than your opponent's.
Sometimes that's easier said than done, isn't it?
Yes.
But when you get into the heat of the battle,
Yes.
sometimes it takes the power of your conviction to keep to your game plan and,
Yeah.
and back yourself to come through.
Correct. I mean, the game plan, I'm sure, was to keep to a shorter length, but he probably saw David's bowls and think, right, I'll go long, but it didn't quite work out. That's why he's reverting back to his own favoured length.
Having said that, he's still in touch, so
Oh,
it
yes.
was an experiment that hasn't gone horribly wrong for him.
Correct.
Nice.
Correction, Wayne.
Gap to the shot is 1.5 inches, yours is 4 inches. One green.
Moves it down, it makes it better. Yeah, that's better. A lot better.
2 green.
So Hogg lies 2. Gourlay decides to pay a visit to the head.
I don't think he's going to like what he sees. He's probably going to have to attack this. It's the only way he's going to score. Probably can't score with this delivery either.
I'm on call.
So this is a good head for Wayne Hogg here. And we see toucher on top of the jack. That may follow the jack as well into the ditch. Not easy this for David.
Strong position for Hogg. What is Gourlay's reply? He missed it. Has he? Oh, just gets the outside edge, but doesn't change much.
Doesn't really. Still
Too
makes
green.
it difficult for David. Well, anything past the head, it's difficult to see how David could score here.
One thing it does do, I guess, the toucher has just been moved, so if he does take the jack out, then it might not follow it into the ditch.
Yeah, true.
I'm on call.
Wayne's calling a timeout here.
So, complicated head for both players. They both
Wayne
feed
has
up
3
a
timeouts
timeout
remaining.
as they try and work out how to take the shots.
I think I'd go deep if I was Wayne here. Difficult to improve the head as it sits. He's wide, so he must be going deep.
Seems to be giving it a wide berth. Is he going to be up though?
Wow.
Oh no, he's coming back inside to sit.
Oh, he has.
Three.
Well, there's no doubt about it now. David Gourlay will now attack this.
Well, there's an opportunity here for Gourlay to lie too. If he gets this absolutely spot on, he might clear out all 3 green bowls.
Well,
Has he gone to the draw? No, he's running forehand.
runner. Well, body language suggests he's pulled this.
Yeah, he's come very narrow.
Yeah, taking one out.
2 shots, Wayne Hogg.
And Hogg takes the 2 shots and he leads for the first time in the match. 5-3 now to the world number 17.
After 6 innings.
Desperately tight this one, isn't it?
Very tight, high standard. Both players playing well.
Shot length 27.5 meters.
Oh, this is fantastic bowling from Wayne Hogg. The player who's not playing a lot of bowls, he's playing
3
well.
inches.
Trying to force himself into top 16. I think Nicky Brett called it earlier on. I think he's got to win a couple of games, I think, from what I could gather. I'm not 100% sure in the rankings, Charlie. I'm not able to catch up with that, but I think it's 2 wins possibly gets him in the top 16.
That's a really important
There is a 10-inch gap.
match for Hogg, but he's giving a good account of himself so far.
Played exceptionally well. Oh yes, that's brilliant.
2 green.
So can Gourlay grind something out here?
He's in the area.
Oh, really has been a fantastic game, isn't it?
Poor quality. This is the best quality game I think I've seen. Really has been very good. Don't know who's lying. Backhand draw, possibly still Wayne Hogg. No indication from the marker.
Neither player giving any quarter.
That's a good ball if he's lying.
David trying to get down to the head and look and back before the shot clock
Yes.
is up.
Yeah.
He's got 15 seconds, so he'll get it away. It's all about management as well. You don't want to...
Exactly. There's a tendency normally when you rush the ball or when you rush back to the mat, you play a poor ball normally. Too much of a rush. Will he get back?
No, this one's going to dart past.
Well, the weight that he played that suggests he's probably down on the head. As I say, we've had no indication yet.
So that one looks like it's the one to the left of the jack.
Yes,
that's
I think
lying.
it is, yeah.
Not sure Wayne likes this one, and you can see why. It's going to come up short.
Wayne must be lying. I don't think Wayne would have been shot at that had he been down. So I think we're going to have to give this one to Wayne at the moment.
This one looks a little narrow too.
Well, he's attacking.
He's got it, is he?
Oh,
you
what
won't
a
believe
ball!
that.
Oh my God, what a
Two
ball!
shots, David Gourlay.
That is
Dear.
phenomenal.
Oh dear, what a result! Oh, fantastic! Brilliant.
Score 6-5 after
Oh, that is really excellent balls from both players.
Yeah.
And Gourlay now goes back in front, 6-5, brings the mat up. So this will be mid to low 20s. Oh, he's given it a bit.
Well, the mat's well up the green, so this will probably be about 25 maybe.
length, 23 metres.
23, well, that's minimum. Can't get it any shorter. This is a shorty.
That's the feedback again, but the ball had been released that time. It wasn't actually at the point of release.
No, can't get this one back, David.
Oh, I don't think he wants it back, does he?
No, he doesn't. Francis having a laugh there. No par.
Well, they've changed over. David on the backhand, Wayne on the fore.
I think a fair result here is probably tied for set because both players have been really good.
It would be harsh on one of them to lose it,
I think it
for
would
sure.
be. That's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be harsh on either player. Both played really well. However, one of them's probably going to win it.
Yeah, the way it's set up, it looks like there's going to be a winner of this one.
Especially if Wayne scores a 1, then it will be a winner. But, 23 metre, that's really short. Looks like the winner coming in.
One green, half an inch.
Perfect.
Half an inch.
Half an inch, so it's not a toucher. Didn't reach the jack.
So Gourlay has one delivery remaining in this end, and they're going at it as well. This is a fairly quick match.
Well, this is quite a clever ball. It's a back ball as well, so might be a gamble again from Wayne. So David's got to be careful here. Don't think he'll be doing anything adventurous.
Backhand draw for the last delivery of end 8 for Gourlay, and that has come up a bit narrow, hasn't it?
No.
You could have a think about this, Wayne. If he strikes this, he's almost guaranteed to score at least 2, you think? I think that's what he's looking at. If he strikes this, I can't see him losing the shot, Charlie, really. I mean, he's got the deepest 2 back balls. His ball could come through as well.
I mean, from the angle we're looking at, it seems that the lying ball is close enough that if he does hit it, it's not going to ricochet to the right as we look now, then hit the red ball and bounce back up into Gourlay's other 3.
Exactly, that's what he's looking at. He's putting his foot where he would like to strike the ball, and I think that's a good call actually to hit this. Although
That's
he's
the
lying.
only danger, isn't it?
Yeah,
But it would be an extraordinary turn of events if that were to happen.
Yes, the only danger is pushing David's ball through, maybe on the follow through, but I can't see this going wrong if he hits this. Famous last words.
And the answer is he's going to give it a bash. Here it comes. He's missed it, has he?
Well,
One
he's
shot,
held
Wayne
onto the
Hogg.
1.
Oh, well, that means we'll have a winner of the first set.
Probably,
6-all.
unless both balls are touching, but yes, I think we'll have a winner. And this is going to be hard on whoever loses. They played that shot good, really. Could afford to reach it.
David Gourlay then in the box seat because he'll be delivering the Last ball of the set.
At length 29.5 metres.
29.5, so it's going for a long one. I think both players will play this end slightly differently. They'll almost play it as if it's a tie-break end. It's not about dropping the shots, it's just about scoring this end now. That's why Wayne might even be tempted here to run this jack into the ditch.
Hard to see from there. No, he's gone for the draw.
Sticking to the draw, that's fair enough, he's drawing well.
You mentioned a little earlier,
1 red.
his position in the national team as a drawer.
Yes, that's his strength. Good drawing player. I mean, he obviously skips in these 5 club when he's playing, so he can't play the running ball, but the temptation on a final end is to be more positive.
Maybe they're just seeing what the opening 2 gambits are and
Yes.
then coming down to the last 2 balls. Well,
That might now force Wayne into the draw. Yeah, sticking to the draw, sticking to your strength. Puts a front toucher in here. He's in the driving seat.
this one looks better. Is it going to come back enough? No.
Falls in, but I think he's still going to be down.
1 red.
Yeah, 1 red.
Oh, as you said, it's almost a tie-break end, so it's just lying red, isn't it?
Yes, that's good enough for David. Doesn't need to go for counts here. In a way, he'll be looking as to what is Wayne going to play. And the plan looks as if it's going to put the ball into the jack, so I would be anticipating Wayne trying to draw this.
Here's a big ask with your final bowl, isn't it? To
think
try
it
and
is.
run it and get the result.
Yes, yes.
Second or third, it gives you an option to then rescue the situation
David has 2
if it
times
doesn't
remaining.
come off for you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Wayne's had 3 draw attempts, all good attempts as well, so don't know if David needs to go near this head now. Keep away from it, I think, just in case he needs to run at the head if the shot's against. Don't think I'd go near this. Yeah, he's going wide. I think he's almost gone for the spot. Or is he trying to almost drop or block the draw? That's quite a clever ball.
Well, he's putting an obstacle in there, isn't he?
Yes.
Just to make Wayne think.
Yes. He's almost trying to say to Wayne, oh, you play it with a little bit of weight, which this hand's quite difficult with a little bit of weight. So I don't think that's in the way of the draw, so I think to me this is just a draw for Wayne. He's 3 good balls, not much correction needed. Well,
He's grimaced.
he's grimaced. I think he's maybe going to be wrecked on David's, is he?
He's inside it, but
Right.
what's the weight? He's too heavy, isn't he?
Too heavy, too heavy.
1
And
shot.
he's picked
First
up
set,
David
Gourlay.
Gourlay's final ball. And so it is David Gourlay who takes the closest of sets by a solitary shot. 7 shots to 6, but it has been a set of top-class bowls here at Newton Hall. We're going for a quick break. Set 2 coming up shortly. Welcome back to Newton Hall. Set 2 is just started, and this final match has turned out so far to be an absolute classic. David Gourlay and Wayne Hogg playing an excellent game of bowls, and it is David Gourlay who has just edged the first set by 7 shots to 6. And well, Andy Thompson's still alongside me in the commentary box. It's how does Wayne react to that disappointment of losing such a close set? Can he keep the level in set 2?
I think that's all Wayne could really do, is play exactly the same as the way he's been playing, which has been superb. But it's rare that you get both players playing at such a high standard, and this is really what's happening. And Wayne really can't do much more. He's got to think, right, hopefully my opponent goes off, because he's playing so good. But it's been the best standard of bowls certainly here this week.
Well, there's one loose end, was it N5 or N6? One of those two. I can't remember which one. But apart from that, it's been excellent. It was the weight, direction has been perfect on nearly every bowl.
Psychologically, you just wondered how that will affect Wayne, because he probably thinks I can't do much better, and you know, seems a bit cruel to lose the set. I think I did say halfway through, I think it would be fair if this was a tied set, but really both players have played good.
Let's hope that's not the curse of the commentator for set 2.
Yes, after all that praise. Yeah, but no, I'm sure both players will play a good standard. I think this is a close ball here from Wayne. I think he's going to be trailing the jack, is he?
He is. Not quite full on.
Bad result in a way.
1 red, gap is 14 inches.
Interference once again.
Here comes Gourlay again on the backhand. Drawing it in. Drawing it in. Oh, just a yard short of pace.
That might force Wayne into the forehand side. Looks to be in the path of the ball.
And here he goes. Can he get him inside these top bowl? No, he can't. So
Wayne's wing bowl is 7 inches short of jack high.
Still a backhand draw for David. Certainly lies 1, maybe 2.
here it comes. Here it comes.
Yeah.
And he gets the perfect kiss just to take a bit of pace off, and then it rolls back towards him as opposed to towards the jack.
Well, he's basically put Wayne back on the backhand, which I think he's probably quite glad he is. I think he prefers this side to draw on. It's just a perfect draw. Looks on the high side.
It's too high. Can it work after that red ball on the right?
Needs to fall in. May have got third. Difficult to say.
3 shots, David Gourlay.
Oh, 3 red. Perfect start for David Gourlay in this second set. And Wayne didn't really do an awful lot wrong.
He didn't really. He sliced the jack. That was a little bit unlucky. Fine margins.
No, we've gone to it.
Oh, fuller length.
Yeah.
David's aware that his balls will come back on this fuller length jack, especially in this direction.
You got one of the best players of the game on the rink right now, haven't we? You've got his CV in front of him, and you look back, 2001 he was world #1. Just 2010 he was outside the top 8 in the world.
Yeah, one of the most consistent players without a doubt in the world. David has been for the last 15, 20 years. I think his introduction here was 15 world titles or world bowls tour events.
I've got too many pages of his
I know.
CV to go through counting them all up.
But yeah, he's top player is David. Always a tough man to beat.
His international debut, 1982.
Was it really? Yeah. Yes, he's been a top player for over 30 years. And as I say, residing in Spain, so he's not playing a lot of bowls. In a way, I think that's probably helped his game. Comes over here, just prepares for the events.
Well, maybe that's why we're seeing such a close game, because you got Wayne, who was called in at the last moment, so probably had much chance to repair. You got David, who's out in Spain, and the two guys that are perhaps just relaxed a little bit more in their game.
Agree, Charlie. A couple of players coming in fresh. But, is this danger signs for Wayne?
Well, what he can't afford is a loose end here.
No, he can't afford to drop a 2 or a 3 here.
He's got to do what Harlow did in the last game, is keep it tight in this second set and hope you get a chance. Harlow had that chance against Nicky Brett, but couldn't take it. Hogg's got to hope that he can create something for himself in this second set.
Yes, he doesn't want his loose end, or a loose end here. 2 or a 3, not good. Well, need to run, Wayne.
Short with 4 first 3, that is not a good way to start.
Yeah, big pressure on the last ball. He's going to be 4 down, I suspect, playing his last delivery.
So here comes the last ball from Gourlay. Does it carry past that red ball? Yes, it does.
Perfect. Wow, he's in trouble here.
Big trouble. Big trouble.
Just a draw, just probably a backhand draw here. Be happy maybe to finish 2 down here on the head. Not easy.
The idea would be between the jack and the red ball line 2 to minimise the damage. This is a huge ball in the context of the match.
I'd agree. Drops a 4, it's going to be difficult.
He's going to need exquisite balls. Oh, he's heavy, is he? Is it going to come back for him? It needs to stop.
As I say, third ball was as good as he was going to get there. He may have got third, so he's probably going to drop 2. Yes, 2 to David Gourlay.
David Gourlay.
5-0 now. Gourlay in control.
5-0 after 2 ends.
Well, Hogg needs the balance between starving Gourlay of shots and trying to pick up 2s and 3s. He needs to be dealing in 2s, really, doesn't he?
Yes, well, I think number 1 aim is to score the shot. Get basically on the card. And then build from there. Change the tactics, change the length. But he's got to score first. David Gourlay once again has the tied set, so he's got a slight advantage here. 5, he's really 6 shots ahead.
Consistently wearing his opponent down with that opener.
Yeah, Wayne's opening ball in the opening set was excellent. He needs to start again.
Short again, see?
1 green.
Just dropping that a little bit.
Hogg perhaps has come off his game by about 2%, and Gourlay's still there, and that's the difference at the moment in this second set.
I'd agree. It's only a few percentage dip in form, and that's all that it needs for David to take advantage. And he's got the perfect start, 5-0 after 2 ends.
Here comes another one.
Certainly a flatter line than David's. Close here.
Does he take it? He does, and this time he runs with it.
Yeah, good.
On green.
Sit shot.
And allows one, but David Gourlay has a
This
good
is one ball
position
short
here.
of Jack High.
Yeah, we see any movement on the jack. And David's could be line 2 or 3.
So coming from the forehand, can he pick it up and run past?
Oh, this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Great ball. Great ball.
2 red.
Excellent, excellent from Gourlay thus far in set 2.
Well, Wayne sticking to the draw. Temptation was to run at this.
Bit wide is he? Will it come back for
Oh,
him?
it'll come
it's
back.
working,
Oh,
it's
well-
working.
Oh, well played, Wayne Hogg.
1 green.
Well, credit to Wayne Hogg because he hasn't been overly affected by the quality of Gourlay's opening 3 deliveries in this third end.
Well, chance for David here. Takes the ball out, runs the jack through. Lots of chances. You'd expect to get something here. Yes, he's got the ball. Back to 2 or 3. Needs another great ball from Wayne.
Like you say, and it always,
He's taken the easier option, the running ball.
as he missed it.
Oh, he's got the
He's
jack.
got it.
Wow. Who's going to win on the respot? Because that's out of the rink. I think David Gourlay's still lying. At least one. That was unlucky. I think it looks like 1 to David Gourlay, I think.
Probably the one just below the tee, to the right of that 3,
One shot,
isn't
David
it?
Gourlay.
Yeah. Did he say 1?
Yeah. So, David Gourlay extends his lead
6-0,
to
3 ends.
6-0. And although we're only coming into N4, Wayne Hogg needs to start scoring.
Once again, it was very typical of the set, really. The ball just changing end, ball after ball.
Yep.
But that's a good lead now. 6-0. I know it's only the 4th end, but you almost feel as though Wayne needs to score, or the gap becomes too big.
Yeah, you get the odd 2 or the odd 3. Oh, here we go again.
Yes.
It's like clockwork, isn't it? It's incredible stuff from Gourlay, but you might get the odd 2, you might pick up 2 2s or maybe a 3 and a 2, but you're not going to score 3 or 4, are you,
No, you're
against the quality of David Gourlay? Certainly the way he's playing here this evening.
This is almost, he's just played so well that Wayne's thinking, oh dear, I can't get myself back into this game.
The thing is, it's not really, it doesn't feel like a 6-0 set, doesn't it?
No,
I
it
mean,
doesn't. No. David Gourlay really has been relentless. This is fantastic
There
bowling.
it comes again.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that is tough, isn't it?
Tough on Wayne. Surely David and his family are enjoying his performance tonight.
Well, I think any neutral will be enjoying David Gourlay's performance. Good news for you, Andy, he's in the other half of the draw.
Yes. That's my only saving grace here. I've only got Alex Marshall tomorrow.
Yeah, hey, fine, don't you worry about that.
7 inches to Jack High.
Yes. I'm sure
There's
Matt
the
Royal will be
4.5
looking at
inch
this
gap.
thinking, please don't play like this if he gets through, because Wayne's not finished here yet.
No,
But
of course.
it's been very, very impressive.
Mark Royal came through against Robert Paxton, the runner-up in the World Singles Final a little earlier on today. 9-2, 6-7, 2-1, so a very, very tight match, that one. And a little loose from Gourlay.
Well, still a draw for Wayne. Needs to find a good one.
Has he found it? Has he found it?
Oh,
Has he found
played.
it?
Well played, Wayne Hogg. Digging deep here just to get that shot.
2.5 inches.
Yes. Roy's
Well.
smile there. Knows that he's having to dig deep to just score. Well, David's got a chance here. There's a good forehand reaching through the head here.
Here it comes. I think he's short though, isn't he? He's under.
Surprised at that.
So, Wayne Hogg will get himself on the scoreboard in this second set. The question is, does he try and pick up 2?
Yeah, that's the danger. He needs to score, but he doesn't want to give a shot away. Well, if he's playing the forehand, chances are he won't give the shot away. The backhand, he might have been giving it away, but
Here it comes. Here it comes.
inside.
Here it comes. Oh, I think it would have been too
Good
heavy
shot, Wayne
anyway.
Hogg.
He would have done. I think the tactics will probably be long, I would think.
Well, the good news for Wayne Hogg and his fans is that he is on the scoreboard, but it is just a solitary shot. Gourlay leads 6-1.
Well, he's not gone long. He's probably gone to his preferred length, about 27 metres.
Track length 28 metres.
Here it comes. Has it got enough? It's trying. Well, short from Gourlay.
Short and in the way, so might give him problems. Forcing Wayne onto the 4. I think it probably also forces David onto the forehand.
David not happy with that open. You could see him looking away from the head. It's very congested on the backhand side now.
Slightly congested on the forehand as well, so I think David will be drawing with this and then be looking at the hedge after this delivery. Don't tell him, he's drawing this, isn't he?
He's got round the green, he's picked up the jack, but he's maybe knocked it.
Falls back, he's got it.
He's thinking about it.
1 red.
I'm red. Wayne with a bit of encouragement from the sidelines. That looks a bit narrow. Oh dear. Oh, hello, hello. Okay, it was narrow, but he's got a bit of luck.
Yeah, got a result. Wasn't far away really.
That ball is 1/2 inch short of jack on.
It's still, obviously pushes David's ball onto his own, takes the shot. However, this is still a good head for David Gourlay. 2 second balls.
Cool. David has 1 timeout remaining.
So just 1 timeout remaining for Gourlay.
He's used them up quickly, hasn't he? I'm not surprised really. With the standard of bowling, he's had to really have a look at a lot of the heads, hasn't he? Well, this is quite a nice target for David. Expect him to I think he tripped up on his own ball just about. I think that was halfway up the green. I think he could be positive here. Can't go really wrong.
Oh, no, he swapped. Back onto the forehand.
I think it's any hand with weight. There's chances.
Nope.
Well, I think it's going to be difficult for Wayne to get another one in here. You're almost just hoping to score the one, put a deep ball in and force David into playing an awkward one. Cannot give it away.
Here it comes. What did you say, Andy? Puts one deep, but it's not deep enough, is it?
No, I don't think it is. Well, there's lots of chances here for David. Well, I know we're only in end 5, but David Gourlay could almost seal the game here. Both have one big ball. I think he's more positive. High.
Needs to work, needs to work. That green ball. Oh, now. Is that
One
one?
shot, Wayne
Yeah,
Hogg.
still one to Wayne.
If that had hit,
Hit the
that
jack.
one's- oh.
Finds the gap. Wayne keeps himself in the game.
6-2 after 5 ends.
So 6-2 to David Gourlay after 5 ends. Wayne Hogg has 4 ends to work out an answer to the Gourlay conundrum.
Yeah, it's almost a case of Wayne has probably got to score all 4 ends here. Loses an end. It's making it hard.
Jack length 13.5 metres.
Well, David opened with 3 consecutive scores. A 3, a 2 and a 1. Wayne needs a big score in there somewhere, you
Yes.
feel.
Yeah, I mean, 4 ends to play. Scores all 4. He'd probably win the set.
That'll do him to start.
2 feet.
David asking how far the jack was off the tee.
Where is it? Here it is.
It appears.
Just a little shy.
14
From Hogg.
inch.
He's having to play in or under real pressure, isn't he? Every ball has to count. Every delivery needs to do something to make Gourlay think.
Exactly. He's having to play perfect balls all the time. David Gourlay, will he fall back? No, he stays up. Probably got the shot. This looks to be lacking
Alright,
pace.
Doesn't need another loose end here, Wayne Hogg.
No, as I say, I think he's got to score all ends. I mean, if David scores, it loses an end, increases the lead, makes the gap 5 or 6 shots. So, once again, I think that Wayne has got to score here.
Well, if he loses one here, he's got to get at least 3 consecutive 2s.
Correct. That's why
That's
it's
a big ask.
Yeah, I think it is.
Having said that, Both players seem to be struggling on the backhand on this end.
Yeah, it's just a backhand draw. Touch the jack. Could score a double. Needs a good one.
Last chance in N6 for Wayne Hogg. Has he learnt from the previous two?
Close.
Very close.
Oh, he's got it. Well played. Well played.
Two
Made
green.
a double with that. Well played.
2 green.
So line 2,
Last ball shot.
Wayne Hogg. Last ball line shot, 9-1. This will make things interesting if he can hold on.
Yes, hold on to a double here and gets him back into the game. Surely can't draw the shot, can he?
Oh. Well, he's saved one, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. He's got second
One
ball.
shot, Wayne Hogg.
And that's the problem that Wayne Hogg has got, is how do you score 2s and 3s against a man drawing like David Gourlay currently is?
Well, quite simply, Wayne's got to keep scoring and hope he picks a double up in the final 3 ends.
Well, he's scored in the last 3 ends as Hogg.
He's going to have to find a double somewhere. Singles won't be enough.
Jack length 13.5 meters.
First 2 ends did the damage for Wayne Hogg in this second set. Although the first end, to be fair to him, he didn't play badly, but he lost a 3.
Exactly.
It was the second end which was the looser of the 2,
Yes.
and he lost a double there, so he was 5 down after the first 2 ends. That's a good start. And then 7. We're back to the standard that we've been used to.
Yes, it really has been off the highest.
Good adjustment, is it?
Yeah.
It's an excellent adjustment. A joy to watch this one.
It really is.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, Wayne Hogg on this performance would have beaten the majority of players in his game. It's just that David Gourlay has matched him and played slightly better, but Wayne will be thinking, I couldn't have done much better. Well,
It's one of those ones that's scant consolation at the time.
I
But when
know.
you look back at it maybe in a couple of weeks' time, you think, do you know what, that's okay, I lost, but I played some sensational stuff.
I think that's all you could do. You could, you know, take a lot of positives from a defeat, and I think you could have, and, you know, in this case, defeats are not easy. However, sometimes you can't do much more.
Perhaps one of those ones where you set the bar for yourself in a defeat.
Yes,
You know, stranger
exactly.
things happen, but
Well, he's line 2 or 3 here.
3 green.
yeah, could be being a little premature.
Well, we'll keep saying he needs a double out of the next 3. He's got 2 or 3, but I'd expect David to at least draw a second shot here.
Oh,
Well,
at least he hasn't let you down in expectation.
No, he hasn't drawn second, he's drawn the first. Oh dear.
Well, he doesn't do things too easily, does he?
No, I know. Well, I think Wayne's looking at the forehand here. Possible forehand runner. Bowl onto bowl.
You have to feel for him, and you know, I'm sure he doesn't want sympathy, but Gourlay has really just been on another level. I say another level. Wayne's been playing exceptionally well.
Yes.
Okay, he's been 1 percentage point higher, perhaps.
I think that's what I put it down to. But he's looking at how do I get the shot here. I mean, there is a chance. Forehand pushes his own ball onto David's ball. Could be line 3 or 4.
That's what this game has come down to, the extraordinary shot.
Yes.
It's not just an ordinary draw to win a point here. You've got to come up with something special.
Exactly. Well, he's playing a runner. He's playing it on the backhand, so I think he prefers the backhand runner as opposed to the 4. He's looking at this.
Now, how's this going to fare?
Can he get the
It's going
ball?
to fare pretty well.
Oh, well played. Well played, Wayne Hogg. What a ball.
It's in keeping with the match,
I'd agree.
isn't it?
Fantastic. He thought he was getting the ball clean. Gets the jack. Probably lies 2.
Well, Gourlay only has 1 timeout remaining.
And he's using it now, I think. He's coming up to the head, so he's using it now.
And he called it quite early as well. He called it with about 15 seconds remaining, so...
Well, I'm not quite sure how many Wayne's line, but if David can manage to put the jack in the ditch, he gets 3 and he gets the game, really.
Well, this match has had pretty much everything, hasn't it?
Yeah, and if he puts the jack in the ditch, you just have got to say, unbelievable.
Chapeau.
I think he's going for a draw, so he must be certainly more than 1 down. He's probably trying to go for second ball here.
Trying to limit the loss, or perhaps even
Sure,
steal
he
it
can't draw.
away.
Well, he needs to stop here.
No, that's too heavy. So,
Got second. I think he's happy with that.
so a 4th consecutive score for Wayne Hogg, but it's a 4th consecutive single. He still trails David Gourlay 6-4 in the second set, and we have just 2 ends remaining.
Still the double required. Single and a double.
Sounds easy, doesn't it?
Yes.
On the commentary box.
Yes, we're all
But
good here.
you've got to do that against someone who is just playing some incredible stuff right now. That's a credit to Wayne Hogg that he's taken it as he has.
Yes, I think so. Full credit. He's just played really, really well. Dug in deep. 4 singles in a row. That's really, really good bowling. And with it, having to play great balls to get the singles. You know.
Yeah.
Well.
And a little short from Gourlay.
And a little opening as well, I think.
Yeah.
Because that's finished in the centre, so that stops the running ball out. Puts this one in the top. Oh, he doesn't like it, I don't think.
Needs to work, it needs to work, it needs to work. Oh dear.
Yeah, I think he knew right away he hadn't pushed it. Well, is this the time now for David Gourlay to put a 1 on the top? Almost seal the game.
Well, if he scores a double here, then that is game over.
Well, is this the winner?
No,
Still room.
it's in the vicinity, but still an opportunity. It's one of those matches, Andy, where you come to the highlights and you could probably just play it all again.
I think so. I think it'll be a difficult problem if anybody was trying to cut this down. David Gourlay 1 down. I think Wayne has drawn the shot.
No time out left.
Can help them out. They can take out M5 as set 1. That's it.
9-inch gap.
Well, that's David changing his hand.
He's under.
Yeah, that was a loose one.
So,
Well, I think Wayne Hogg is lying, so this is a slight opportunity to get this double that he needs. He's going to have to get it in the next 2 ends. This is a chance.
well, he has to score here. Otherwise, it's going to be a triple or a full house or nothing at all.
Well, one needs a double on the final end, but I think this is the chance to get the second.
Here it comes, and it's trying its best. It's trying its best.
Yep, that's the double.
And he's lying too.
2-3.
Well played.
Great tenacity, isn't it?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable to... Oh. Can David Gourlay produce the match winner here?
This one's close.
Oh, he's got this, isn't he? He's got this. Oh, fantastic. And he's won the game.
What
Unbelievable.
Can you say?
Unbelievable.
What can you say? It's finished in the highest possible way. It's incredible stuff. David Gourlay produces one of the matches of the season
without
to beat a very unfortunate Mr. Hogg. Wayne Hogg goes down 2-love, but what a game. We've got reaction coming up after the break.